Little did William Bligh know, this day in 1789 would mark not only a mutiny against him, but spiral into a tale soaked in blood and despair, echoing through the winds of the South Pacific. William Bligh was not just a ship captain, he was a man of rigid discipline and unrelenting ambition. His ship, the HMS Bounty, had one goal: to transport breadfruit plants from Tahiti to the West Indies, a noble mission aimed at alleviating hunger in the colonies. But Bligh's methods were harsh, his demeanor unforgiving. His crew endured relentless drills, meager rations, and his merciless expectations. Tensions brewed beneath the surface like an approaching storm. The idyllic shores of Tahiti had provided a shocking contrast to the captain's draconian leadership. Desiring freedom, the crew, led by the charismatic Fletcher Christian, plotted rebellion. On April 28, 1789, in the stillness of night, they seized their moment. Christian and the crew cast Bligh and loyalists adrift in a small boat, leaving them helpless and exposed to the wrath of the Pacific. Adrift, Bligh and 18 others faced impossible odds. They managed to navigate over 3,500 nautical miles to Timor, but back on the Bounty, the mutineers found themselves ensnared in a fog of paranoia and guilt. With Bligh's absence, the crew attempted to settle on Pitcairn Island, seeking refuge from the British Crown. However, paradise twisted into a nightmare. The isolated terrain proved unforgiving, food was scarce, and interpersonal strife festered. Desperate for survival, the remaining crew began to navigate their demons, turning against each other in alarming ways. By the dawn of the new century, only a handful remained, shadowed by the ghosts of their comrades. Infighting led to violent clashes, and soon whispers of execution crept through the settlements like dark smoke. What began as a mutiny shrouded in the guise of righteousness devolved into a tale of madness. As they attempted to feast on the rarer fruits of isolation, their very humanity ebbed away. The last of the mutineers became specters on the empty shores, haunted by deeds that would never allow peace. Bligh's return to England marked a significant point in the annals of naval history, but the real remnant of the Bounty's journey was not the breadfruit. Instead, it was the haunting knowledge that in the depths of despair and isolation, humanity can devour itself whole, flesh, spirit, and sanity. The whispers of that single day reverberated through history, a timeless reminder of the dark corners of human ambition. If you're still watching, it means you felt it too. Subscribe now, because the next story might feel a little closer to home.